Let us look at some other digital blocks. Here is a decoder. It has got n inputs, A0, A1, etc. up to an-1, and it has got m outputs, O0, O1 up to OA-1. How does it work? For each input combination, only one output line is active. And what is the meaning of active? That means 0 or 1 depending on whether the outputs are active low or active high. Alright. Since there are 2 raised to n input combinations, let's take an example. If there are 4 inputs here, then let us now talk about binary coded decimal or BCD encoding, and we will illustrate that with an example. Let us take this decimal number 75 as an example, and we will first represent that as a binary number, and that turns out to be 1001011. And how do we check whether that is indeed the decimal number 75? We can find the weight associated with each of these bits. This one is the LSB. It gets the weight of 2 raised to 0. This one gets 2 raised to 1, and so on. So our number then is, the decimal number is 1 plus 2 plus 8 plus 64, and that will turn out to be 75. Let us now look at the BCD or binary coded decimal representation of this same number 75. Here is the BCD format, and we notice that it is in two parts, part 1, part 2. Now this part corresponds to the digit 7 here, and this part corresponds to the digit 5 here, and each of these is binary coded. That means this binary number is decimal 7, and we can check that this is 1 plus 2 plus 4, that is decimal 7, and this one is 1 plus 4, that is decimal 5. So that is how this BCD system works. BCD coding is commonly used to display numbers in electronic systems. For example, a watch or a calculator or a display of temperature, etc. And here is how it works. We will take the same example again, decimal number 75. So that is represented by this BCD number, part 1 0111 and part 2 0101. This binary input is given to this chip called the BCD to 7 segment decoder, and the output of that is given to this 7 segment display unit, and that is how this 75 would be displayed. And we should remember that in some electronic systems such as calculators, the application of BCD numbers is not just limited to display. Even the computations are performed in BCD numbers, because that turns out to be very convenient and economical to do.